All right, today we are in my house and we are getting rid of all of this. We are replacing it with a glass shower door. So we have the shower curtain, the shower curtain goes all the way to the floor because in this shower you only have like a little 4-inch step right there. Problem with this is, one, it looks ugly having a big old shower curtain there. Two, when the AC kicks on, it blows the freaking curtain all the way in on you while you're trying to shower, which is annoying as heck. And well, glass is awesome. So we're going with this Delta setup we bought it from Home Depot. If I can find the link on Amazon, I'll link it. We're going with the mosaic style. There's several different sizes, so make sure you get the right one. Bloop bloop. We're going that route. So they say this is super easy. You got 3 steps. You pick out your glass, and then you pick out your frame, which is step 2, which we're going with these oil rubbed bronze. Also, make sure you get the right size. And then step 3, you pick out your handles, which step 3, boom, and that's it. So they say it's super easy because there's only 3 steps, but that's 3 steps to picking out what color and options you want. Install, I'm guessing, is going to be fairly similar. I don't think it's going to be too difficult, but we're going to find out. Yeah, so first step, we're going to get rid of the old shower curtain rod and shower curtain, get that out of our way, and then we'll get started. Yes, I am aware. We'll patch these after the new shower door's in place. Same with over here, there's a little nastiness there. We're going to patch all that and take care of that as soon as the new shower door is in. Remember, I am not a professional, but reading the instructions, this was fairly straightforward. We start with the frame. These are the side rails going on the side of your tub. For most installations, you'll put this 3/8-inch side in towards the tub or shower, and this side will be to receive the doors, so facing the open area. This just allows you, if you have a very unsquare wall, you can change it up a little bit. I used a laser level to get me pretty dang close to where I wanted to be. Throw your standard level on just for safety's sake. Check out the DIY dad move right there. Gotta work with one hand when you gotta work with one hand. I used duct tape. You might not want to. I did not have any residual issues with residue sticking. It peeled off just fine. You're going to use duct tape just to get this set up to where you want it to be so you can drill your pilot holes. In my opinion, this is the most important part of the whole prep work portion of the install. If these are not totally square, you will have issues. The instructions say to use a 1/8-inch drill bit to drill your pilot holes. Do as you may with what you want to do. I went ahead and followed the instructions. On this side, there was a 2x4 right behind the shower, so I used wood screws. Makes it much nicer. On this side, however, not quite so lucky, so I used a 5/16 drill bit and used the supplied anchors, drywall anchors that came with the kit, which are these bad boys right here. So you need 3 of them on each side if you don't have a 2x4 to go into. These work, you just push the center in, flip the wings out, takes a little bit of finger strength, and shove it in the hole until you realize, of course, that the 5/16 drill bit is not quite big enough. So you grab that drill bit again and you just ream out the hole just a little bit, just enough to give you the oomph needed to get that anchor in place, which just that little bit of reaming worked out perfectly. You can now put your rails back up, screw it in. Important to note, if you read the instructions, you'll put the bumpers in right now. I kind of missed that, so I go back and do it later. Check your level again, make sure you're perfect, and the other side, same deal, only I used wood screws. Make sure you're perfect. You are going to measure the bottom rail. This is very important. Do not measure the top or cut the top and bottom at the same lengths. They are going to be 2 different lengths. cut that rail however you want. The instructions say to use a hacksaw. I prefer the air drill, but just for demonstration purposes, I went ahead and used the hacksaw anyway. File off the rough edges and whatnot, and give it a test fit, dry test fit. Fits perfect. What do you know? My measuring tape don't lie. Pull it out. Now you're going to measure for the top one. This is going to go from shower wall to shower wall. The bottom one went inside the tracks. This one goes from shower wall to shower wall. Different measurement. Go ahead and cut that the same way. File it down and give it a dry test fit. Mine fit pretty much perfect the first try. What do you know? I can measure. Alright, so on the bottom track, this is going to be the part that the outside door rubs against. You put this little rubber piece in here, just like the instructions say, and it just keeps the door from banging on metal. It will vibrate against the rubber instead. Cut off the excess, whoop, just like so, and voila. Now on the bottom side of this track, this is the track that's going to be touching your floor or that 4-inch rail or whatever you want to call it. There's a little groove in there, and you're going to just put some silicone down in there like the instructions tell you to. And without getting messy and everything else messy, go ahead and flip it back down, and notice the silicone is on the bottom side. The big lip for the shower or for the rail is on the outside of the shower, so the doors don't, swing out. This is where I had to redo it, put the bumpers in. Bumper goes top and bottom, and then the receiving rubber piece goes in the middle. These are your little, they call them T-tracks or something like that. They go on the top rail, drill a pilot hole, and then screw it in. And now we get to the fun part. The glass doors. Be very careful, it's very nervous because these are like $180 some or something like that, I forget. The rollers, they go on one way specifically. Pay attention. The tint goes on the outside of the shower, and the rollers go in such a way. Read the instructions, make sure you do it right. Otherwise, you will have them hanging backwards. Go ahead and slip this in. You do the inside rail first for access reasons. Once it's in, make sure you can roll it a little bit before you just walk away. That would suck to have that break. The outside one goes next, and this one's a little bit different because you have the lip on the bottom of the shower. You're going to get it inside that header track and push it up to get it over that little lip, and then you can let it fall back down on its rollers. At this point, I removed the stickers and the protective corner covers so I could get the sliding track in place. You're going to put it pretty much dead center middle. The middle of that, I don't know what you want to call it, needs to be in the middle of the shower. So give it a measure. Drill a couple 1/8 inch pilot holes like the instructions say, and put your 2 screws in. I would not recommend using a impact driver or any electric drill for any of these screws, except wood screws if you're putting them in. It's very easy to strip, and you just don't want to deal with that later. Test roll it, make sure everything rolls smooth as butter, and then you can put your handles on. These come in a variety of different styles. We are using these bars. The instructions say to put some silicone on the edge. I'm assuming to keep it from vibrating and shaking and rolling. On the inside, I silicone the whole freaking thing to keep the water out of the towel bar. Do what you want. That is not what the instructions said, just what I did. Put it on, screw it on, make it nice and tight, and we're pretty much done, guys. You're going to silicone the whole outside of the frame, including the bottom, just to make sure no water gets out. Do some cleanups so your wife don't get upset. And yeah, if you guys want to see more of these videos, like, subscribe, comment, share, and if you feel so inclined, help me out. There's a PayPal link in the description below. And yeah, I look forward to doing more of these videos. Let me know if it's helpful. Let me know. Yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. It's been a great couple of years. We're getting there, and hopefully I'm helping you guys out. Once you get your silicone on, just make it look a little prettier with your finger and tool or whatever you got to use. And yeah, that's about it, guys. It was a pretty easy install. About a 1 beer, maybe 2 is about what I'd give it. Just make sure you're square. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.